I need a 30 for 30 to show that I'm different like Jordan and Pippen, you bitch. I need a 30 for 30 like Jalen and Webber. Nobody gon' fuck on my clique. I need a 30 for 30. All right, we back again with the pulse of Cowboys Nation. My brother, Ray Caesar Leo, with another segment of How About Them Cowboys with Ray. What up, man?
It's a weak pulse right now. If I got the pulse of Cowboy Nation's a weak one, man. We struggling right now.
Right.
But it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Let's get to it.
Man, I don't know. I'm really befuddled because I really don't know because, okay, I play fantasy football. You know I play fantasy football.
Okay.
I apologize.
No, it's all good.
I play fantasy football. And I was staring at your boy Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
He on the waiver wire, okay?
Okay.
I'm looking at Andy, and I said, man, he got CeeDee Lamb.
True.
Got Amari Cooper.
True.
He got Gallup.
Yep.
Got Zeke. I said Dak was leading the league in passing. I was like, I should pick this man up.
Right. I mean, it's a logical thought process because at the end of the day, yes, Andy Dalton is not Dak. We know that.
Right.
But Dak led the league in passing even after missing this week. Right.
Yes.
Right. So we're not asking Andy Dalton to be Dak. You're just saying from a production standpoint, surely with these weapons, he can be a top tier quarterback fantasy wise.
Yeah, and I would use him in my league. We got two quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can use this guy as my second quarterback probably. And then y'all scored 3 points.
3-0.
Now I know he got his bell rung. Was that what part of the game did that occur in?
Man, I feel like that was the second half. It's crazy. It's the first time that I agree with Mike McCarthy on anything.
Okay.
This season. Mike McCarthy said he was shocked that Andy's teammates didn't come to his rescue. And what I mean by that is that they did not come to defend their guy. The linebacker Bostic. If anybody who saw the game, which you saw it, either you're a Cowboys fan or you just had nothing else to watch on television. But
all right,
the linebacker almost decapitated my quarterback, man.
Right.
When you hit the quarterback as he's sliding, not only is it a penalty, but when you hit him like that, normally guys will run the risk of getting themselves thrown out the game because it's like we have to protect our quarterback. Right. It's the one guy on the field. And for the most part, we got a lot of athletes in the NFL that play quarterback now. Cam, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson, Dak, Carson Wentz, Allen from Buffalo. You got a lot of athletes that play that position, but for the most part, it's still a risky position because they're just not used to getting popped like that. So when you see that and then you see everybody go back to the huddle, for the first time, I agree with Mike McCarthy. Like, man, where are the guts on this team, man, to say you're not going to protect your quarterback? And I don't know if it's that they don't have that relationship with Andy Dalton. I can tell you this: if somebody hit Dak like that, the entire team would have been thrown out. That's the reality. Guys were crying when Dak broke his ankle. So if somebody tried to headshot the man, you better believe that the entire team would have been on that. I don't know what's the difference though between Dak and Andy Dalton. Forget the production. We're talking about the guy that is throwing the ball and leading the team. Why do you not come to his rescue? It goes back to what you and I talked about: 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. Culture. Just because Dak isn't there doesn't mean you don't protect your quarterback, right? Andy Dalton was fighting for extra yardage, playing hard. I got nothing bad to say about Andy Dalton, by the way. His numbers were atrocious, but as far as the effort that man is putting out there, he is trying his best to get this team just to try to compete. I know the offensive line is decimated. We got one starter. On the offensive line. We have a third string left tackle at this point. That's what Andy Dalton's working with. So y'all can't come to this man's rescue when somebody takes a headshot on him. Come on, man. That is not only disrespectful to your teammate, but it truly shows who you are as teammates to the rest of the league. Now the rest of the league knows that they're like, at the end of the day, we can pop Andy Dalton and y'all ain't gonna do a thing about
it. So what's the going forward, man? I'm at a loss for words this week.
Me too.
I'm really at a loss. All right.
Listen.
I'm really
This
at a loss for words
this
this
could
week.
very well be the shortest segment of the season, depending on what happens next week when we play the Eagles. Man, here's the reality: we scored 3 points against one of the worst teams in football.
Yeah, that's what's getting me. We've been talking about how atrocious the
That's a
defense
reality.
is. We've been talking about the defense.
Yeah.
But then when I saw that score, I saw 3 points. I got Zeke, by the way, on my team.
Yeah.
Okay. Zeke is on my fantasy team. Didn't do nothing. I lost this week. If Zeke had been the guy that we expect him to be, I win this week. You know what I'm saying?
It's ridiculous, man.
And that's
it
just from a
really is.
fantasy standpoint.
Yeah.
But this is actually your team.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I can only imagine how y'all feeling, thinking, okay, as a Cowboy, if I was a Cowboy fan,
Yeah.
because I've been in your situation. Aaron been hurt. I'm
Yeah.
a Packer fan. For those of y'all that watch my brother's segment don't know, maybe y'all ain't watched the rest of the show. I'm
Yeah.
definitely a Packer fan. So
Yeah.
I've been in the situation where Aaron got hurt, but we had a trash backup come in. Okay. And we didn't have a Pro Bowl high-paid running back behind him. So if I was you, when Dak went down, I would have been pissed, of course.
Yeah.
But I would have thought, okay, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right because we got a guy, a former Pro Bowl backup. This guy has led teams to the playoffs. I got this stud running back. I got 3 stud wide receivers. I got a former Super Bowl winning head coach. And then for it to be like this right now, bro, I wouldn't have called this. I would not have called this at all.
It's crazy, man, because you've seen guys check out. You hear the term tank, right? You hear the term like teams are tanking. Last year, Miami and a bunch of teams, for that matter, tanked for Tua. This year, teams are tanking for Trevor Lawrence out of Clemson. Right. We don't necessarily need Trevor Lawrence, but at the end of the day, Jerry Jones may not say it, but he very well may be tanking. From a competitive standpoint, I don't like it. I never have liked it. I don't like the fact that you think you can tank and then you get the next big thing. I don't know if Tua is going to be a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to be a Hall of Famer. So you're banking your season on what ifs. And I've never been a fan of that. As a competitor, right? As a competitor and as a fan, I don't see any value in that.
All right, so this is a big statement. I haven't heard anybody go here yet.
Yeah.
So this is exclusive to put it on something. So you thinking it's a possibility that with Dak being down,
yeah, absolutely.
So many other injuries, there might be a possibility that internally the Cowboys like, you know what, forget it.
And it doesn't take much when it comes to the culture that we have right now, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you have guys that are already checked out on the field, I don't know if you've seen the clip of Ezekiel Elliott getting blasted by a blitz, like getting uplifted.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like
yeah,
levitating.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott has never been done like that in pass blocking situations. In pass pro, Ezekiel Elliott is one of the best pass blocking running backs in the NFL, right? On the flip side, Zeke has been lifting people off their feet. When they do the NFL Top 100, that's one of the things that guys say about Zeke. Hey, man, he's an every down back, right? And if you need him for pass protection, he will destroy you. So how does he go from that to now a no-name guy is lifting him off his feet? How is it that the Washington Football Club, this is a new term that I'm probably going to have to use every week now. I'm going to coin it, and I'm going to use it every week.
Okay.
Every week now, when teams play the Cowboys, no-name guys look at this and say, this is my incentive game. You know what an incentive game is?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, incentive game is like if you get like 200 rushing yards in a game, you get a bonus in your check next week. Right? Toward the end of the year. You get those incentive-based parts of your salary. I don't even know the running back for the Washington Football Club, but he ran all over. I guarantee you he hit single game incentives. Kyle Allen was so bad that the Carolina Panthers said, we don't even want to give you, after he was a starting quarterback, they said, we don't even want to give you a shot. They sent him moving. He was the second string quarterback behind a trash quarterback and Dwayne Haskins. As our coach would say, we sent that man to the Hall of Fame. We sent him there. That's what the defense does, man. And so you're going to see that every week. Guys are checked out or they're just plain old not good. You're starting to see Jerry tank a little bit. Earlier today, he traded Everson Griffin, had his best game of the season for the Cowboys on the defensive line, traded him to the Detroit Lions for a 6th-round draft pick. So don't tell me it's about
a 6th rounder.
So don't tell me it's about recouping draft picks, right? Value. Yeah, we save around $6 to $7 million for the salary cap. That's more trying to get Dak signed. But don't tell me it's about.
Oh.
Don't tell me it's about that when you get rid of a guy who had his best game and who's still an above average defensive line.
But what did you tell us? What did you tell us 2 weeks since Dak's injury? You told us Dak will be able to walk in and name his price. That was you said.
He'll be able to name his price. Dak is a competitor, so obviously he wants to be out there on the field. But I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna keep saying it every week. Every time we do this segment, I'm going to tell you Dak Prescott is making more and more money every time he sits down, whether he's at home or Dak's the guy now who's getting the COVID test every day, so he can just still stay around the team. He's that guy. Every day Dak Prescott does not play a game, he makes more money. And I know it sounds crazy, and I know people are like, man, that's ridiculous. You don't even know this guy's ankle is going to heal. If Dak Prescott stays alive, he's going to make all kinds of money because Jerry Jones has no choice.
And the ball already rolling with this pick then, huh? Because like you said, okay, this was not making any sense to me until you said y'all saved some money in the cap.
Yeah.
Because a 6th rounder, and y'all still can win this trash division.
Exactly.
So why get rid of a guy if he just had a great game, other than what you said?
I heard can't think of the guy's name right now. General manager from the NFL. Can't think of his name right now. Ownership and sometimes general managers want to tank because they understand the prospects that you have coming and that they just can't win. You're probably not going to find a lot of players that want to tank because naturally, guys are competitive, so they want to win. They don't care about next year. A lot of guys won't be on the team next year, right? So they don't care about next year. They want to play, earn their checks, make more money and incentives, and just compete. Jerry Jones has a perfect situation. He has guys who are checking out, and he can pull the trigger too. So at the end of the day, we're talking about a Cowboys team that, yeah, like you said, brother, they can win the division. They can still win the division because the NFC East, we're in Mississippi, it's like the Mississippi High School Athletics and Activities Association. If they played in 6A, they'd be in trouble. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how bad they are right now. But at the end of the day, Jerry Jones knows that his guys are checked out. And you're looking at a squad that has 2 wins right now. And if you play your cards right, you'll be looking at a top 10 pick. With a top 10 pick, you can go get a top caliber defensive player on any level because we needed it at every level. And you can start to rebuild that team again with a top 10 pick as you look forward to the draft.
Yeah, this is why we here with my brother Ray Cesar Leo. I've heard nobody in major sports media say this yet. You heard it first here on Put It On Something. Yeah. Jerry just possibly may be playing the long game since he sees his stud quarterback is down and the team is playing like trash. He might be playing the long game to get a stud in next year's draft. You heard it here first from my brother Ray Cesar Leo. That's why you are you. That's
3 points.
Okay. Oh, he got
no,
more.
No. I don't. I was gonna end it on this. Regardless of everything I said, the Dallas Cowboys were 3 points against the Washington Football Club. The Washington Football Club was so juiced off the win. The Washington Football Club was so juiced off the win, they started making memes about my squad. Just flat out saying like,
the team, the official account,
the official account. The Washington Football Club, they don't have a last name. Literally clown my guy. Dude, that's how bad we are. I've been watching Dallas Cowboy football for as long as I can remember. 1989.
Dang, man.
They're bad. And we've had bad seasons. Don't get me wrong. We've had bad seasons record-wise. But I don't think I've ever watched a season where I've literally watched guys check out and blame the fans and blame the media, right? And say we don't go 100%. Man, those guys that are saying that, respectfully, I've never played in the NFL, so I just may have it all wrong.
Right.
Should not be playing for the Dallas Cowboys next year. That's all I got.
And that is, how about them Cowboys with Ray?
Go. Come on. Subscribe to our daddy's YouTube channel. He's the best. Hit the like button, turn on the notifications.